Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, is a non-canon theatrical adaptation of Power Rangers which revels in its own larger-than-life absurdity. It transitions straight from an overdramatic opening crawl into skydiving, blaring licensed music at the audience in an eager attempt to become the most 90s film of all time. Every aspect of this movie is wielded like a warhammer. It bashes the audience over the head with bombastic cinematography, an overbearing soundtrack, and trope-riddled storytelling. But in spite of all of that, it's far from classless. Power Rangers has always been comical, campy, and crazy. This film embraces that spirit wholeheartedly, and to great effect. The movie's dedicated villain, Ivan Ooze, is perhaps the most extra baddie the Rangers have ever faced. Unlike Rita, who was stored for thousands of years in a space dumpster, he was stored for thousands of years in a magical sewer. And he's thrice as eloquent, flamboyant, ruthless, and relentlessly sassy. He'll lay into his fellow villains with scathing verbosity in one scene, then seamlessly switch to murdering Zordon while he laments missing out on the Black Plague. And sure, the Rangers' mentor Zordon has been killed before, but no one's done it with as much sadistic flair as Ivan Ooze. It's a pretty terrifying scene which ends with Zordon lying weak in his deathbed, solemnly speaking the words, "The Power Rangers are no more." It's as emotional as Mighty Morphin has ever been, and it excellently establishes exactly how threatening this new villain truly is. Unfortunately, the film loses the plot after that, literally. The Rangers spend the entire middle act goofing around on some alien planet, while the tone and style rapidly shift between multiple genres. Now it's a space opera, now it's a high fantasy sword and sorcery epic, now they're fighting dinosaurs. Ostensibly, they're on this alien planet so they can find the power to revive Zordon, but it never feels that way. They walk everywhere super slowly, stand around a lot, and saving Zordon is literally the last duty they perform in the entire film. I would like to say the action stays more focused, and for the most part it does. The choreography is creative and comedically charged, focusing on ostentatious martial arts and environmental slapstick. If you like Power Rangers, you'll probably dig these fight scenes. But then the third act climax is a big, boring battle between poorly designed Megazords with entirely too little personality. At least Ivan is ultimately defeated with a knee to the balls. Just like the narrative, the action is uneven and switches too rapidly between tones. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie's overall quality is easily demarked by its own three-act structure. The first act is goofy, whimsical, and occasionally even emotional. The second act is tired, confused, and lacks focus. The third act hastily ties things up with an underwhelming, explosive finale. And hey, I guess you could say the same about many Power Rangers episodes.